What is up, Lifton fam? Welcome back to another banger as usual. Before we get into the Bible verse of the day, I want to talk about the schedule of today. So I'm literally pre-recording this intro like 10 hours later because I got to go to the gym at 3 because me and my mom have to do a lot of running around tomorrow. I got to go to the chiropractor. We have to go over the mountain, which is like an hour away from here. That's an hour there and an hour back. And then we got to go do a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't even know. But I'm running around with my mom tomorrow. That's the base of what's going on. Let's get into the Bible verse of the day. Bible verse of the day, ladies and gentlemen, chapter 17 of Psalms, a prayer of David. O Lord, hear my plea for justice. Listen to me cry for help. Pay attention to my prayer, for it comes from honest lips. Declare me innocent, for you see those who do right. You have tested my thoughts and examined my heart in the night. How do you build a relationship with Jesus Christ, right? How do you gain wisdom? Well, do you have a prayer life? Do you pray to him? Do you talk to him? How do you build a relationship, ladies and gentlemen? You have to talk to somebody to build a relationship, right? You have to do stuff with them. You have to ask them for things. You have to lean on them. Well, if you're not praying and if you're not talking to God, how do you expect to grow that relationship? Or if you want wisdom, what do you have to do to get wisdom? You have to pray and ask the Lord for wisdom, but you also got to read the Holy Bible because God left us this. Everything wisdom or wise is in the Bible, right? Everything that you need is in the Bible. That's why He left us the Bible to read it, to understand it, right? And every time you read it, if you read the entire Bible, which I have not, so I'm not even going to cap, that's on my bucket list, and I need to get that done soon. But if you read the Bible, right? Let's say you read the entire Bible once, right? If you read it again, you're gonna learn something new. Because ladies and gentlemen, our brains are not that like upgraded. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. You're not gonna remember every single thing in the Bible, but you do if you're gonna read it, right, and you just read it and don't remember anything, that's not good. You're not gonna understand anything of the Bible. If you read it and take one part out of that and put it into your day, right? If it talks about being lustful or if it talks about being prideful, try to follow that and put that into the day, right? Try to not be as prideful. Try to not be as arrogant. Try to be humble. Try to be more like God. All the positive and all the literally positive. If there was a deeper meaning to positive, that's the Lord. He died for our sins. He came down as man and bled, put a crown of thorns on his head, nailed to a cross because he loved us that much. Let's go hit some legs, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, first set of leg press. One plate, nothing insanely crazy, just trying to warm up those joints, trying to feel good. My knees keep popping. I think I'm getting old, ladies and gentlemen, even though I'm only 17. We throw 3 plates on here, feeling pretty good, nothing insanely crazy. Today is a leg day. I did not do core. Bro, what is wrong with me? I can't speak at all. But it also is 4:30 in the morning while I'm editing this and it just sucks. The only bad part, like I said, there's a couple bad parts about this gym. We throw on whatever plates that is. I'm not gonna count them. Is they play music, which is not bad, but just for editing purposes, it kind of is. Grandma Fitness, they don't have music downstairs, so I guess that's the only. Well, there's a couple negatives, and then obviously the dumbbells don't go up to 100. But I'm not complaining about it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm just saying it's a nice gym. I would like if they had other equipment, like I said yesterday in yesterday's video. They only have one shoulder press, but you can make do with dumbbells. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing crazy. I did not do core today because why? Why would I do core? Why not have a belly and squat heavy? No, I'm just joking. Then we move on to squats. I did not go heavy today. I did like 6 sets of 225. I tried to set at 315 and I literally only got 2 reps. I was like, there's no point of me even trying to go heavier or even trying to do a set of that. Like I said, I'm trying to start doing squats without a belt, but today was I just couldn't. Like right here, you'll see I did literally 2 reps. That's not like why do 2 reps? That's not even a good set. Like, yeah, I got the reps up. Yeah, I probably could have got 1 rep up of 405, but there's no point of me, you know, doing that if I had more gas in the tank. And also if I have a whole nother set that I just wasted on just doing 1 rep. I could have done 5 reps, 6 reps with a lower weight. So I love squats. I should have started with them. I always start with just squats. I think it's, one of the, actually, if not the best movement for your quads. I started off with leg press today because I did not want to start off with squats, and it also is 3 o'clock in the morning. Those of you that have been watching the channel for a decent amount of time, when I'm in Arizona at EOS, I go at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I took pre today. I'm trying to get back, used to getting up pretty early because I get up at 11. It is summer break, and I'm also in Oregon right now with my mom, hanging out there. Shout out to my mom. I freaking love you. Best mom in the world. But yeah, so I did about 6 sets of this, and we moved on to a freaking what is it? Leg extension. Leg extension right now. Leg extensions are, I feel like, one of the best movements. Not like the best, but definitely top five for your quads, in my personal opinion. People might disagree, and stuff like that. But I do think leg press, like a decently heavy squat and some leg extensions is really all you need for your quads. You don't need too much, but you also do got to go pretty hard with your legs because your legs are a very big muscle group. So you gotta put that work in, or they're not gonna grow. But genetically, I've always been gifted with bigger legs. Are they all muscle? Absolutely not. Can I squat heavy? Yes, but that's also, like I said, my dad has tree trunks for legs as well, so I got that genetic thing from him. But also, it's just the work that I put in. I think because I bulked to 260, because like I say this every freaking time I hop on here and talk to you guys, but I was planning on competing in Oregon Strongman, so I was bulking. But when I bulked, my freaking legs were humongous, and they definitely shrunk a little bit. Big, but that's because I'm losing the fat. And then we go on to a hamstring curl. If you guys have this machine at your guys' gym, highly, highly recommend you guys put some of this in there. Especially if you have a bad lower back and you don't want to do like stiff bar deadlifts for your hamstrings. I highly recommend, if you guys have this, do this. This is one of the best machines for hamstrings, especially if you kind of know what you're doing. And I don't do hamstrings a lot, and I really want to start adding these in here because at Grandma Fitness they have these, and I honestly like the one better at Grandma Fitness. But those of you that know, I just like old school gyms. And then we hit a quick pose down, nothing insanely crazy. It was probably like an hour and a half leg day, pretty quick leg day. But also, like I said, I woke up at like 2:30. My mom dropped me off, and then I did legs this morning, and we have a lot to do today, so I got to get this video off so you guys can see what I typically do on a leg day. And this is a new gym. This is part 2 of the new gym, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I don't think I'll get a membership, but also we're gonna finish out the week at this gym, and then we're gonna go back to Grandma Fitness, like I said in the last video.